Welcome back to Racing WA TV for the 6th at Kalgoorlie. It's the OÇonnor Fresh Handicap of 1,300 metres. And Scott, we just heard over the PA and in between races that the track is now a good 3 here at Kalgoorlie.
Well, I think that probably has to be the case here, Lockie. We're not getting a lot of horse flesh making any discernible ground. And look, you've heard from the last 3 jockeys, they've all just said it's going to be hard, it's going to be fast, it's going to be high pressure. And if you get the opportunity, you want to be hitting the front on straightening, because unfortunately for the back markers, these leaders just aren't stopping.
Exactly right. Let's have a look at the horses en route to the gates ahead of the 6th. And the first horse we'll take a look at is the one, Kick a Goal Son, for Peter Fernie and Braden Garth.
Who did run third in the Gold Rush up here, beaten a length and a half by Debonair, but the beaten margins 3.5 and 3 3/4 by Colossal Since probably leave a bit to be desired.
The 2 is Galaxy Affair. Dan and Ben Pearce searching for a treble. Steve Parnham in the saddle.
Well, if he went as well as he did 2 starts ago when beaten 3/4 by the undefeated at that stage, Mare in Taropa, he'd be very hard to beat at the quote that he is. But from the draw, I thought he was also every chance of being 3 deep.
3, Laquetta's Gift, Peter Fernie, Willie Pike.
Get back type of mare that's probably not going to be suited to today's track conditions. That's my concern with her. And with Pike going on, you're always going to be thrown out probably a shorter price than what you would ideally want to take. That coupled with the map, not for me.
The 4 is Dance of Thunder, Peter Fernie, Lucy Fury.
I thought Peter Fernie actually gave this 7-year-old a pretty good push earlier on, saying that he was one of the better runners from Kambana Lodge for the rest of the program. I thought, though, at this stage of his preparation, deep into it, he's raced almost all the way through the season, that he might want a little bit further as opposed to the shorter trip that they've brought him back to.
Here's the 5, Dreamtime Jean, second up here today for Hayden Ballantyne and Tash Faithful.
Like the form too through Prospector's pick, he was far too good for them in that Class 3, but I thought Dreamtime Jean, who carried 1.5 kilos more than him, did a pretty good job to keep up with him as long as he did, just off the back of the speed. We heard Tash Faithful in the previous, from the jockey's interview, she said that she'd like to lead from the inside draw. All 3 victories here at Kalgoorlie, all of them up on the speed. He makes a lot of sense.
The 6 is Evelina, backs up off Wednesday afternoon, Peter Fernie, Chris Parnham.
And on Wednesday she ran second with 60 kilos, so she backs up off 3 days and she drops 3.5 kilos and she draws a much better barrier to get a much kinder run. I thought we could almost narrow this first leg of the quaddie, Lockie, down to numbers 6 and 5. I was just going to take Dreamtime Jean and Evelina. I think that between the pair they can come out one of them the winner.
7, False Statement, Felicity Forbes Ives, Brad Parnham in the saddle.
Gee, he must be a frustrating horse to own, to ride, to train, anything to do with him, because on occasion he just refuses to jump. Not as bad as a horse like a Chautauqua, but he also doesn't have the same level of ability.
No, the 8 is Zachariah Bowe, Greg Buglehole and Pat Carberry.
Who's now an 11-year-old. All of his recent racing and good form has been over a lot further than this.
9, Dawn Enigma, Brian Curtis, Vic Corver.
Who's here today having a bit of a freshen up. Comes from a mile a month between runs back to the 1,300, but from that wide draw going to concede them a big head start.
10, Fiendish, Nev Newton, Keshore Duran.
Has only won the twice from 31 starts. Most recent win was 700 days ago and comes out of lesser form.
And the 11 is Top Fun for Brian Allen and Luke Campbell.
Who will ride at 52.5 kilos, so very little weight on the back of this 4-year-old. Ran second last start behind Lucky Lily, who did win on Hannon's Handicap day, but that was only Class 2 company.
Let's have a look at this market as horses head to the 1,300 metre start ahead of race number 6 at Kalgoorlie, where Dreamtime Jean is your favourite at $3.30. Evelina is equal favourite at $3.30 as well. Laquetta's Gift, $4.20 out to $4.80. Galaxy Affair, $6.50 out to $9.50, and Top Fun is at $10. Scott, how did you see this one playing out from a speed perspective? Did you agree with Tash Faithful that she'd like to find the front?
I certainly did, Lockie. I thought that would be the case. Dreamtime Jean leads from barrier number 1, and I would expect that Evelina is right on his toe ball from there. In terms of a breeze horse here, look, it could be a Kick a Goal Son, for example, coming out positive, but this looked a lovely race for this pair that are drawn barriers 1 and 2 to really dominate this up on the speed.
And with that in mind, how do you order the 4?
6, 5, 3 and 2, 6 Evelina off the 3-day backup, dropping 3.5 kilos, mapping to get a much softer run. There's a lot to like about this race setup for Evelina. 5, Dreamtime Jean, well, he was very good behind Prospector's pick, who goes around on the second line of betting later on today in the $100,000 Ron Sayers Memorial. Number 3, Laquetta's Gift gets back. That's the big concern today. And 2, Galaxy Affair. If he's not caught 3 deep and he could work his way to the breeze, for example, he might be able to run a cheeky race here at almost double figures. But it's 6, 5, 3 and 2, and in the first leg of today's quaddie, just numbers 6 and 5.
6, Evelina on top for Scott ahead of the 6th here at Kalgoorlie. Plenty of people are watching a ripcord go down the straight at Flemington, and I'd have to say, keeping one eye on that screen, that Luke Fernie would be very pleased with that run first up at 1,200 metres, en route to a Golden Eagle in about a month's time. But Scott is with Evelina in race number 6 here at Kalgoorlie, who is your second favourite as the screen reloads and the markets update. Yes, Dreamtime Jean at $3.20, Evelina at $3.30, Laquetta's Gift is at $4.80, and the Top Fun and Galaxy Affair are at $10 and $11 respectively, with Dance of Thunder also at $11, and now Spect into $9.50. Evelina on top for Scott. If you're Chris Parnham and you're riding this mare, she does get back in her races, but I suspect that he'll be attempting to follow Dreamtime Jean's every move, Scott.
Yeah, not today. She doesn't get back for mine. From barrier number 2. Two starts ago, Lockie, 3 starts ago, should I say, sat 1 out, 1 back from barrier 6. So she doesn't necessarily need to race off speed. I think she's just been dictated to in recent outings. I think today, with the pattern being what it is and the main danger being the leader drawn 1, I think Chris Parnham, if I was him, I'd be desperate to try and hold, at worst, leaders back, if not even staying off the fence and aiming up for the breeze maybe.
Exactly right, but that is Scott's on-topper Evelina, who is on the second line of betting at $3.30. Dreamtime Jean looking to be yet another leader to take it all the way here at Kalgoorlie. Tash Faithful and Hayden Ballantyne combining for success in recent times. Laquetta's Gift. I know Peter Fernie was really keen on her chances on Wednesday afternoon leading into today, but well, that barrier draw, where does Willie Pike get to? I suspect he takes her back and just rides for luck, as Willie Pike often does. And we saw that in the previous Scott with Colossal. Had a sticky draw on paper. What did Willie do? Rode for luck, went straight back to the fence and did as good as he could.
And I think that's a better move than ending up 3 and 4 deep, getting flushed into the corner when the leaders are really sprinting here. I think if you're watching these races at Kalgoorlie, they're not waiting for home and balancing up and making their runs. These leaders are actually going for home from the 600. We saw that earlier today. A horse like a Full of Merit, she was actually under the whip at the 600 because Willie Pike was trying to sneak away from them. I think that's going to be the game plan for all of these jockeys for the rest of the program.
Exactly right. I believe we're just waiting for the last at Randwick before horses begin the loading process. Oh, there we go. There's Kicker Goldson entering barrier number 7. So a hand you upstairs to Darren McCauley for the call of the O'Connor Fresh Handicap.
Prepared galloper goes forward. Dreamtime Jean in. He settles into his stall. His Dance of Thunder coming up. So Zachariah Bowen, Laquetta's Gift also now being taken in hand. Moving up, Galaxy Affair appeared to be in the gates. Evelina's riders out of the saddle. And now in goes Dawn Enigma. Here's Top Fun. Gets a fair bit of weight relief in this class. Zachariah Bow moving forward. So Fiendish is in. So Evelina going up now and about to occupy her stall after that very big run here on Wednesday at the Hannans meeting. We wait for Top Fun. Gets decided weight relief this afternoon in this grade. And also False Statement is still required to be brought forward. The favourite Dreamtime Jean ahead of Evelina. Third line of the market with Laquetta's Gift. Willie Pike aboard there. Still having a little bit of trouble getting Evelina up inside the gate. She is reluctant. Crowd continuing to build through the day, making the most of these majestic spring weather conditions. Caps a fabulous week. The Hannans meeting on Wednesday. Sellout crowd regaled by Damien Oliver yesterday. Damien and John Lugg, the legend of the round this year, they'll be in a Cadillac after race 7 presented to the crowd. The Cup follows. The race round concludes with race 9, and then we'll go to the Avon Valley tomorrow for Northern Racing. So Top Fun is the last of them to come up. As the blue lights switch to red, the field stands. They're now set for action. Opening leg of today's quaddie on Cup Day. The gates are back. They're off and they're racing. And Top Fun was amongst the first to hit the ground. Kick a goal, son. Also Galaxy Affair up there on speed. Dreamtime G nice and prominent. Evelina's also handy. In behind those soon after the start came Dance of Thunder, just drifting back now, better than midfield ahead of Laquetta's Gift, followed by Fiendish, and then came on the outside next of all False Statement. The last pair there tailed off Zachariah Bow and also Dawn Enigma. 800 from home, they leave the back of the course. Kicker Goal Sun took it up now and goes to a clear lead. Kicker Goal Sun in control. Galaxy Affair strode to second on the outside of Dreamtime Gene. Top Fun's well placed in transit. Back near the inside, Dance of Thunder. Over on the outside, Evelina pops out now and is about to commence her run before the turn. Followed by Laquetta's Gift. A gap behind them, False Statement. Then came Fiendish, and well off them the veteran Zachariah Bow and also Dawn Enigma. Heads a turn for home at the 300. Kicker Goal Sun led on the outside. Top Fun now letting go. Evelina with a run further back. Laquetta's Gift as well. It's Evelina reaching the lead. Galaxy Affair goes with her. Evelina, Galaxy Affair, Laquetta's Gift and False Statement down the outside. Evelina, Laquetta's Gift diving, all made it very close. Laquetta's Gift dived at Evelina. Photo result not sure. False Statement close up, and likewise Galaxy Affair behind them. Top Fun, Kicker Goal Sun, and further back behind them to Fiendish. They were followed further back in the field then by Zachariah Bow. Well off them then Dawn Enigma, and Dreamtime Gene compounded badly to finish a long last as we wait for the numbers after a great finish. Laquetta's Gift on the outside will probably get the dive for Willie Pike. Stand by for the placings after the running of race 6. Laquetta's Gift going to Evelina in the shadows of the post. The Peter Fernie trained mare by Suburg. Has she got there? She has. Number 3's got it. Laquetta's Gift, ridden by Willie Pike. 6 Evelina, the stablemate. Chris Parnham is second. 7 False Statement. Brad Parnham third. In 1:17.05 on a track that was upgraded after the previous race to a good 3. Galaxy Affair number 2 is fourth home. 3, 6, 7 and 2, the interim numbers after the running of the O'Connor Fresh Handicap. Laquetta's Gift and the Bellis Racing Laquetta Silks by Suburg from Costa Laquetta. Prepared by Pete Fernie and ridden by Willie Pike with a treble. Second home Evelina by Outreach. Chris Parnham for the same yard, and False Statement by Star Witness Brad Parnham aboard for trainer Felicity Forbes Ives. Half ahead, a long head. Had the momentum up on the line, Laquetta's Gift. It's a half ahead, a long head, and a great finish to race 6. The Reed Family Handicap is race 7 this afternoon. Queen of Jerusalem, El Sueno, and Latham's Wish and Soldiers Camp are the scratchings there. We've got 4 out, 8 to run over 2,200 at 5 minutes after 4. Fabulous finish here. Willie Pike continues his great run today. He still has the favourite, of course, to come in the cup a little bit later on. In the meantime, Lockie Taylor's down there in the yard after yet another victory for trainer Peter Fernie.
Thanks, Darren. What a finish to the 6th here at Kalgoorlie. It's Laquetta's Gift in the shadows of the post that salutes late, and I'm now joined by winning trainer Peter Fernie. Pete, I know when we spoke on Wednesday you were really keen on this mare's chances. Describe how you're feeling throughout the day in regards to the way this track was playing, and obviously it had to dent your confidence leading into this event.
Yeah, mine and Willie's, because Willie said, I don't know what we're going to do here, but that's why he's so good, I think. Just rode a little bit patient. They most probably overdone it in front a little bit, and he was Willie Pike at his best, I think.
The speed was on. At what stage did your confidence begin to grow in running?
I didn't see it coming.
You clearly trained the second horse as well in Evelina. Did you think she was home?
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. I was hoping one of them won.
You must have been really happy with Laquetta's Gift. You've been really pleased with the way she's been finding a line all campaign, and I guess yourself and the connections really deserve this result.
Yeah, Pete does a great job with all his syndicates, and it's a credit to him how he runs them. Like, I get a lot of people here come and race day, and I never seen them before, but Pete seems to manage them all, and it's fantastic. They take me hat off to him.
I've never seen you hug so many people in my life. Rywood in the next, a word on her chances?
Yeah, well, it's all track dependent now, isn't it, on the whole day? So hopefully she can be a little bit closer and see. Lucy's riding fantastic as well, so we'll see how we go.
Well done here.
Thanks, mate.
There's Peter Fernie after the win of Laquetta's Gift. Evelina, so close, but so far. Here's Willie Pike catching up with Scotty.
Well, Pikey, you're going to need to pull a rabbit out of the hat the way the race has been run today.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it's a massive advantage to be in the first four. Nice effort to dig deep and get the win for the horse. Not easy. She had to dig hard.
We can walk and talk if you'd like on the way back to the jockey's room. In the last 150, did you think there was enough ground to be made up?
I thought the horse on the outside had us both on toast, but I think she liked the other horse joining us on the outside and she rallied for me.
Good luck for the rest.
Thanks.
There's Willie Pike combining with Peter Fernie and Laquetta's Gift, taking out the 6th here at Kalgoorlie. After the break, we'll be taking a look at the 4th at Moora.
Last of them to come up.